So, what is ISSB? Introduction, historical background, present setup, aim, role. We discuss these all by step. So, first of all, what is introduction of ISSB? The selection of right person for right job and to predict his behavior under odds has always been an intricate process. Especially for military organizations, stakes are much higher than profit or loss. Military leaders are required to possess some special qualities which make them different from managers and entrepreneurs. ISSB is performing the important role of selecting future leadership for defense forces of Pakistan. As a first step, the candidates are filtered through the respective service selection and recruitment centers established in all the major cities of the country. In the second phase, successful candidates put through medical examination in the nearest military hospitals. Therefore, the medical candidates are called up at inter-service selection boards for detailed testing and security. This is the second step in testing the candidate for induction into the forces, which is done through the elaborate and system with a long scientific background to its credit. Historical background. Now we discuss about historical background of ISSB. The present selection system for defense forces of Pakistan owes its origin to into the World War II. Before World War II, the selection of officers in the British Army was based on recommendations from commanding officers, interviews, and written examination. The system worked well till there was a large supply of good human resource and minimal attrition. During World War II, the source began to dry up quickly with increase in number of casualties, and system became ineffective to handle a large number of candidates who could meet the rigorous training and harsh field requirements. In 1942, the British took the revolutionary step by establishing the new type of war office selection board. These boards employed more scientific and modern methods of selection board based on extensive research and experimentation. And the new setup selection board comprised of a president, psychologist, and military testing officer. The board conducted 2 to 3 days examination and only selected the best suitable candidate. This new setup became instrumental in identifying the potential officers and screening out undesired candidates. In the war scenario, these boards made their mark by stimulating a continuous flow of good material to the army and so won the confidence of Royal Army. In February 1943, the British established first such board in India after bringing some changes according to the local environment. At the time of partition, 2 such boards came to the share of Pakistan and started functioning at Rawalpindi. In 1952, the 2 boards were amalgamated and to the what we now call as Inter-Service Selection Board, ISSB, commonly known as ISSB. And later, with the increase in the induction in Pakistan Defence Forces due to the changed threat scenario, 2 ISSB detachments were opened in Gujranwala and Malir in 1984 and 1987 respectively. To encourage students appearing from Balochistan, a mobile detachment was also established for Quetta in 1999. Now, present setup, ISSB is fulfilling the sacrosanct responsibility by selecting potential officers for the defense forces of Pakistan. The present capacity is to set and test a maximum of 300 candidates for a bench of 4 days, thereby having capacity of testing about 20,000 candidates in a year. Besides selection, the existing system is evaluated time and again by conducting regular analysis and follow up by studies. This helps in bringing a continual improvement in the selection system and improvement in the selection standards. The reliability of the selection system can be assessed from the fact investigation ratio in different academies in around 7.3% only. Issb setup is organized in a manner that facilitates smooth functioning of various elements, exercising proper command and control. President is represented by commandant in which who controls functioning of detachment on behalf of president. What is aim? Aim of inter-service selection board is to select potential officers for the defense forces of Pakistan who have the requisite capabilities to successfully complete their course of training at the academies and also possess physical, mental and dynamic qualities to make successful leaders during peace and war. Role: Inter-Service Selection Board primarily caters for selection of candidates for training as potential officers for all the three services of Pakistan. Service headquarters, however, plan the total number of candidates to be tested or inducted in various types of courses as per their overall requirements are scheduled. So this is information about Issb. What is the Issb, in which we discuss about introduction and historical background, present setup, aim and role. We hope that you complete aware from Issb and please subscribe and never forget to press the bell